Welcome again, my dear friends, to our channel, the Quip Quiver. In this video, we will talk about the most famous June figures. We will also mention the most famous sayings to them. We will start with this figure. Che Guevara. Revolutionary and activist. He was born on June 14th. His most famous and influential quotes. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. If you tremble with indignation at every injustice, then you are a comrade of mine. Be realistic, demand the impossible. Silence is argument carried out by other means. The true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. The next character with us. And Mauro Lindbergh. Author and aviator. She was born on June 22nd. Her most famous and influential quotes. The only real security is not in owning or possessing, not in demanding or expecting, not in hoping, even. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back to what it was in nostalgia, nor forward to what it might be in dread or anticipation, but living in the present relationship and accepting it as it is now. The most exhausting thing in life is being insincere. Good communication is as stimulating as black coffee, and just as hard to sleep after. I do not believe that sheer suffering teaches. If suffering alone taught, all the world would be wise, since everyone suffers. To suffering must be added mourning, understanding, patience, love, openness, and the willingness to remain vulnerable. Arranging a bowl of flowers in the morning can give a sense of quiet in a crowded day, like writing a poem or saying a prayer. The next character. Jacques Cousteau. Explorer and conservationist. He was born on June 11th. His most famous and influential quotes. The sea, the great unifier, is man's only hope. Now, as never before, the old phrase has a literal meaning: we are all in the same boat. From birth, man carries the weight of gravity on his shoulders. He is bolted to earth. But man has only to sink beneath the surface and he is free. The impossible missions are the only ones which succeed. The happiness of the bee and the dolphin is to exist. For man it is to know that and to wonder at it. The best way to observe a fish is to become a fish. Now we will talk about George Orwell. Author and journalist. He was born on June 25th. His most famous and influential quotes. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. The most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obliterate their own understanding of their history. Doublethink means the power of holding two contradictory beliefs in one's mind simultaneously and accepting both of them. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. The next character. Emily Dickinson. A poet. She was born on June 10th. Her most famous and influential quotes. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. My friends are my estate. The brain is whiter than the sky. We turn not older with years, but newer every day. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. The next character. William Butler Yeats. A poet and playwright. He was born on June 13th. His most famous and influential quotes. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Wine comes in at the mouth and love comes in at the eye. That's all we shall know for truth before we grow old and die. The world is full of magic things, patiently waiting for our senses to grow sharper. Being Irish, he had an abiding sense of tragedy, which sustained him through temporary periods of joy. The next character. Martin Buber. A philosopher and theologian. He was born on June 8th. His most famous and influential quotes. All journeys have secret destinations of which the traveler is unaware. The world is not comprehensible, but it is embraceable through the embracing of one of its beings. The thou encounter is the encounter with the eternal thou. We do not experience the eternal thou in its infinity, but only in its infinity as present before us. The basic word I-U can only be spoken with one's whole being. Solitude is the place where we can connect with profound bonds to the world, to the sky, to the stars, to the trees, and to the ocean. This was the most famous sayings to the most famous figures of June. Thanks for watching.